Hello, and welcome to another Precision Flyer Repairs video. This one's about two American Flyer post-war 462 Pacific class steam engines. They were sent to me by a customer. The one in the foreground is a 283. It was his first train since he was 6 years old. The 293 on the outer track is a 293, of course I just said that, but it's a train that he bought about 20 years ago and hasn't run much. He sent them to me to make them look good and run like they should. And really, it's a good thing that he did that. And so I'll just put a plug in here for when you have engines that are decades since they've been serviced and operated, it's really not a good idea to try to run them or force them to operate because you can do a lot more harm to them than necessary. You can take years off their life and complicate the repairs they need in the end. The best thing to do is, if you know how, service them. If you don't know how, send them to someone who will do them for you so that they can function and run and operate more like they should, and you can enjoy them like you ought to. They both needed considerable work. The drivers on the 283 were seized. The wiring on the 293 was, I don't know what it was. It was like a mishmash between 4-wire and 5-wire configuration. They are both 5-wire locomotives so that the heating coil and the headlight are on when you're in neutral. The 293, of course, has a die-cast boiler, and the 283 has a plastic boiler. The 283 is more patterned after a light Pacific, and the 293 more after a heavy Pacific with the preheater above its smoke box cover. But they share a lot in common otherwise, and are great examples of post-war American Flyer steam. So without any further ado, I think I'll just let them speak for themselves. We'll take the 293 around a little bit on the outer loop and then park it up on the incline, and then bring the 283 out of the siding onto the main in revenue service with a small freight train in tow. I ask your forgiveness in advance. Running the switches, the trains, the video camera all at the same time, and my layout consists of interlocking loops, so it makes things a little extra interesting, at least for me, and hopefully not too distracting for you. So let's bring the 293 out first. Before I continue on, if you enjoy my videos, thanks for watching, and if you don't, of course you can dislike them and perhaps leave comments below as to how I can improve them. If you want to be notified when I post new videos, then subscribe to my channel, click the bell, and click on all. If you'd like more information about American Flyer repairs that I do at Precision Flyer Repairs, then you can pause this right now and write down my website. It's precisionflyerrepairs.com. Drop me an email at the Gmail address shown. And on my website, there's a contact page with a real easy form to fill out if you want to drop me a line. Okay, now with all that out of the way, let's run some trains and have some fun. Just checking the switches here because they are so important. And off goes the 293 to get things started. It's now a good solid runner. Smokes well, runs steady and smooth. Got the reverse unit overhauled, the underside of the tender all attended to, and it'll go. Well, there's really something special about standing here with the throttle handles of a 30B in my hands, running post-war American Flyer trains. I mean, how much more fun can it get than this? Bear with me again. I'm running those switches of the interlocking loops. We'll take this around one more time. Now that's fast freight or passenger service, I would say. we'll bring this one down here. Now I have to keep power on to the upper loop. At the same time, there's power to the lower loop because of the interlocking loops that I have. I think I did this to drive myself deliberately crazy. But anyway, now we'll bring the 283 out, and it reverses very well, as does the 293 now. And here she comes. I'll change the siding switch behind it so that that's not a derailment waiting to happen. I won't send this up on the upper loop, of course, because the 293 is parked there. You get an idea of what the 283 is like. And in a lot of ways, the way this runs, the way it looks, the way it sounds and smells, to me this is quintessential post-war American Flyer steam train fun. I hope you agree. So thanks again for tuning in to another Precision Flyer repairs video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And until next time, be well and have fun running your trains.